Ho, ho, ho. What up to everybody in the podverse? And everybody sleeping in the cloud. Welcome to the Black Law, where we talk black about TV, film, music, and sometimes we just digress and talk about, things like, the holidays, because it's that time of season. Me, my name is Rod. The gentleman to my left and my right, depending on what platform you're watching, is Ryan. My co-host, my brother, my fellow Bison, and my fellow Purple Knight.
And yes, we are in state this weekend.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We return to the Caesar Superdome after a 4-decade drought for state championship, looking for purple and gold glory. Let me tell you something, y'all.
The ghost of Leonard Fournette, Tyron Honey Badger, Matthew Leroy Horde,
the 88 team,
Avery Johnson, who played basketball. All of them.
Let me tell you something. The Purple Knights,
the Four Horsemen, Leroy Horde, Brian Taylor, BT Express,
a 39-second...
8th grade, when I was in 8th grade, the 87, 88 football team looked like grown-ass men walking that hallway. Tyrone Hughes, Saints Hall of Famer, and Stanley Barre.
Yes.
Man.
Yes, let me tell you something, y'all. It's many a football player went through that hallway wanting what these gentlemen are going through this weekend. And we cannot celebrate them enough. Like I said, it's after a hard-fought game with a rival, John Curtis, a 39-second drive to win the game on the last play.
Man, it was like Josh Allen was like, and I said, Patrick Mahomes got 30-something seconds.
He got 30 seconds.
Now, I did not say that with saying, I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me.
Not no more. No more. Hey.
All right, wait a minute. Real quick, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share, comment. And if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please give us a 5-star rating. And if you don't like us, hey, just leave that 5-star rating. We promise to do better next time. And if you want to find a lot more clips, go to IGTT, which is TikTok and Facebook, and and also shout out to E. Tiffany Custom Creations, who also comes from the Purple Knight family. E. Tiffany Custom Creations can be found at etiffanycreations.com. They hook you up
with all your apparel needs. Oh.
Yes.
And as you can see, with my little Christmas hat, I'm in the Christmas mood. Because we're taking a little digression, because that's what we do here. We're talking about the Christmas trio. The Trinity,
yeah.
We're talking about Christmas specials. We're talking about Frosty the Snowman, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I think you all are familiar.
For anybody wondering, where is the Charlie Brown Christmas special? That is the GOAT, and that will be next week.
It has its own show.
That's his own show.
Know that.
All by itself.
It had its own episode.
Just like we did the Great Pumpkin and Thanksgiving.
Charles Schultz did something special with those specials.
Yeah, he did.
The taste. Let's get it right. And let's face it, it wasn't the first, because they did it in 65, because this was in 64.
Which one?
Frosty was in 64. No, I'm sorry. Rudolph was in 64. Rudolph was in 64. In 69.
I don't know which one we jumping into. You go ahead and start it off.
Frosty the Snowman was a child. Based off of a song.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about Frosty. Was it based off a song?
Yes,
Or
it
was the
I mean,
song? Did the song come from?
it was based
No,
off
but
a
did the
song.
song come from the special, or was it based off a song?
It was based off a song. It was based off a song.
Oh, okay. I did not know the history.
Produced and directed by Jules Bass and Arthur Rankin Jr., better known as Rankin Bass.
Bye humbug.
No, they're popular
Nah,
for
man.
doing stop motion. Even though this wasn't stop motion, they became real
Yeah.
popular with doing stop and producing those specials like Frosty, Little Drummer Boy, Santa Claus is coming to town, A Year Without Santa Claus. Easter Bunny is coming. That's when you kind of like, all right, you pushing it. But
Yeah. You know what's funny? You know what's funny looking back at that show? It was amazing how much BS there was at the start of that show.
of what? Which
Frosty.
one?
Frosty.
Hey, well, I mean,
Just a lot of
na-
BS.
it's narrated by Jimmy Durante. Jimmy Durante was like a song and dance man at that time who was very popular for making fun of the size of his nose. Cha 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 cha.
So I'm glad you said that, because tonight is when I watched the night that right now when we do it, I watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer probably a couple of hours ago. And I was looking, and I did not look it up because I was wondering. I'm like, is the dude who's playing the narrator, was he also the narrator in Frosty the
He was
Snowman? But
not.
obviously he wasn't.
That is Burl Ives.
Burl, yeah.
Burl Ives,
Yeah.
actor, known for a song, a folk song called "Jimmy Crack Corn." He sang that, Jimmy Crack. But can I say, in 1977, he destroyed Frosty for me. I mean, he destroyed a little bit of Rudolph. I shouldn't say destroyed Rudolph, but I look at him because he ended up being a slave owner in Roots. And
Wow.
so I always
You know what?
say,
You know what? Wait, doesn't the character kind of look like him?
yes,
I do know which slave owner that was.
yes.
Unfortunately, that's the slave owner I had to see every 4th of July when your parents were like, boy, you need to sit down and look at Roots and learn about your history. I'm like, man, I want to go outside. I don't want to sit there and look at Roots. I want to go outside. Can I please get a rib?
Yeah, so every time every time he's talking about Christmas time, floating through with his fat snowman ass, I can't help but sit there and think about him saying, I would think I want to buy 6 darkies. And he did not say darkies.
What's your name? Your name is Toby.
I mean, it's kind of like watching Mike Brady. Mike Brady
yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, Mr. Brady. Mr.
You know what's
Brady.
funny too? You know what's interesting though? Somehow I let Mr. Brady go, but I didn't let anybody else go. Somehow,
Because he was cheating with Sandy Duncan?
Mr. Brady, I was like, you're the Brady's.
Because every now and then he tried. He said, now, Toby, he tried to be nice. He tried to be a nice slave owner. I don't know. That's too. Say it for me. Cut Mr. Brady some slack. We're going to cut him some slack. Hey, we're going to cut. Hey, Mr. Reed, we're going to cut you some slack on that whole slave owner.
It's funny that you said about that song, because I literally thought that. I was like, hey, man, these kids built Frosty, and somehow they also created the song, created a whole song for it at the same time.
Man, let me tell you something. This whole special, to me, I shouldn't say one note, but it's about entitlement. It's about entitlement. Because this thing whole starts off because Durante is talking about how this is. He's going to this whole thing about the Christmas snow being special, and the first snow of the year is when it's a Christmas snow, it's special, and all this other stuff. But hold on, hear me out. This whole thing starts around a young lady, a student, a girl named Karen. They go to the school, and I guess it's Christmas Eve. Her name was Karen. You know, I'm not going there. But
that's amazing.
Instead of pushing out a VHS and a TV, this woman or the teacher got them a magician some dude named Professor Hinkle, and he was horrible.
Oh yeah.
He's
Dude
horrible. He's trying to do his tricks.
And his little janky rabbit, the little rabbit was janky. He didn't want to do anything.
But the
either.
rabbit didn't show up at first. The rabbit did. That's why the problem was the rabbit wouldn't show up, so his tricks weren't working and all this. And he was getting mad, and he got mad, and he threw the hat across the room and said it's worthless. But then the bells rang, so the kids just broke out. So he's a broke ass magician. I don't know if he got paid for it, but Hocus Pocus.
He should have done what the people did in The Prestige. He would have made some money. Go see that movie, people. The Prestige by Christopher Nolan.
I don't even know how you got that in there. My point is, he sits up there in his hat. Well, I'm sorry, the rabbit did appear. The rabbit's name is Hocus Pocus. And Hocus Pocus gets in the hat and runs out into the snow. The kids out there making a snowman, and the two boys are saying, "Hey, Karen, you gonna help us out?" He said, "Yes." The head, talking about the head is the hardest part to make, whatever. So she makes the head and rolls it up onto the snowman, and they said they give it the name Frosty, and they said, "Oh, we need something else." And he just standing there, and they got the coal for his face and all this, and then they find the hat.
Didn't the hat fly in?
The flat.
Or did they put it on his head?
Sorry, the hat flies outside from what you call it, and it flies on his head. And for a hot second, Frosty comes to life, and he says, "Happy birthday!" I've told you how I felt.
I didn't
about
really get
that,
that.
but
I didn't really get that. And
that's what I took. When I told you how I felt about Frosty, you laughed at me.
We're not doing that. Nope.
I didn't say I was. All I'm saying is, happy birthday. That drove me crazy even as a child. It just made no damn sense why he said that. So, but then the hat goes off. The hat comes off for a hot second, and the Professor Hinkle, the whacked ass magician, comes out and gets his hat, and they says, "No, you can't take that hat. That's not your." No, they said that's not your hat. That's what they told that girl.
Actually, it is his hat.
It is.
It is very much his hat.
They told him that's not your hat. You threw it away. And as people say on the internet, seeing through adult eyes, it's like, this is about entitlement. This kid's talking about it is not your hat. This is the way this man makes a living. As whacked as it may be, this is how he makes a living with this hat.
I can't go against that.
What?
I can't go against that.
What?
I can't go against the entitlement. I can't. I mean, it makes sense.
Okay, I thought you were about to say that they belong.
Nah, it makes sense. I was like, yeah.
It's like,
it's not his hat.
Who are you kids? My hat just happened to fly out here and land on.
I'm now seeing this evil dude a whole lot differently right now.
Like, I just want my hat back. And they literally kids.
Hey, you could be a jackass, but if it's your hat, it's your hat.
They told him that's not your hat. Who are you? Who are you kids?
You're a little kid. That's my damn hat.
This is how I make a living. What is wrong with you?
And people really did. And people back then. That's why I said go see The Prestige, because they really did make a living. Like, that movie opened my eyes to magicians. Like, wow, them jokers was really serious about this back in the day.
Yeah, they are, man. And the Hinkle was like, they was talking about, you can't take it because it's magic. And then it's like, for real? Well, damn, that's good. That means I can make some money. It's like, it's my hat. Again, if it is magic, it's my magic, and it's my hat. It's not your hat.
Didn't the police catch up with him?
Well, the police didn't catch up with him.
The police let him go.
No, the hat got back to Frosty, and Frosty then picked up a damn broom, and he's marching the kids. They having a little.
And he had a pipe. Where you get that pipe from?
Well, I think they had the pipe. They had the pipe already. He had the pipe already.
That's the problem right there. Let's back that up. They had the pipe already, so they had the pipe before. They had the inappropriate pipe before everything else.
That's not inappropriate back then. Like you're talking about smoking now, man. It seems like you always, when you saw snowmen, people always put a pipe what is it, corncob pipe? They always for some that was a thing to put a pipe in a snowman.
Also, if you want to say that was inappropriate, that was appropriate. You know what else was appropriate back then? Asking kids to pour old granddad a drink.
Well, it really wasn't.
Who pour some vodka for old granddad?
I don't remember.
Hey, give me about this much whiskey, just a splash of water, all right?
Splash.
Take it.
You know what?
Take care of your granddaddy.
I don't know if I know that, but I've heard that phrase told to me. I remember that phrase being told to me as a child. Somebody put a splash, just a splash.
I put a splash of water in mine.
Just put a splash, which really makes me think to whoever the adults were who had me doing that. Like, boy, you don't like to cut your drink, do you, boy? You don't cut your drink at all. But
you just want to wet it. You just splash on it.
And wait, I've heard that phrase too. Don't put a little. Wait, just wet the wet whiskey? Help me understand.
Yeah, just wet it. That's it. That's all I need. Just wet it. Just wet it for me.
Oh man. But again, the kids are on this whole. You threw it away.
Why did the police walk up on this dude though?
No, because he was running through the intersections like, calm down. And then they said, yeah, we sorry about that, officer. It's just that Frosty just came back to life.
But they let him go though, right?
They did. They let him go.
See, and that's the only reason, because the only thing that I could think of at that point was...
And he really wasn't. He was a policeman, but he was doing...
If that was my black ass, they wouldn't have let me go. That's my problem.
I didn't see it. Damn, got a problem. Well, okay, there's that. There's that.
They went to the North Pole too, right?
Well, that's the whole thing. They're standing around, and Frosty says, that thermometer.
But wait.
He starts to
sweat.
He said, I can't stay here. And it's like, we need to get you someplace that's perpetually cold. And they say, the North Pole. And
the tickets. The ticket. Did you see how much that ticket was?
Yeah, the ticket was $4.04. I checked
$3,000 plus tax, bro.
I checked.
That was back in the day.
I checked the plan.
Do you know how much that ticket would cost a day?
$5,717. I checked that. I checked that price on the train ticket from Los Angeles to Alaska. I mean, it ain't the North Pole because there's no train up there. But I say to go to Alaska, it cost me $5,700.
$3,000 No, not 64.
I just don't know
that come out.
That came in 64.
When they come out?
64.
No, because the other one came out 64 with the janky claymation. Ranky.
68.
Rudolph.
He came out 68. You're right, 68.
Bruh. You got to come up with $3,000 to go to the North Pole, bruh.
Yeah.
And some kids.
But the thing is, when they got to the train, it's like, you ain't got no money? Can't do this. And that's when Frosty said, hey, we can get a refrigerated boxcar. And I have to say I noticed.
I want to know how that rabbit found that. How does rabbit locate this?
But wait, all the kids that were supportive of Frosty on the march across town and up to the train station, when they said refrigerated boxcar, they all got ghost. All of them, except Jerry. All of them left. They quietly just left like, I can't do that shit, bro. Dog, they gave up. Dog, they were following behind, marching behind Frosty and shit. And it's like, my man, Frosty, yeah.
I'm still tripping off of how that rabbit locate a refrigerated. Out of all animals,
no, it wasn't
the
him.
Rabbit. The rabbit located the refrigerated train car.
But Frosty was the one who said it.
He might have said it, but the rabbit found it.
I mean, the rabbit did seem to be a little bit smarter than his owner. Let's face it. The rabbit did seem to be kind of smarter than Professor Hinkle. I mean, I'm just saying. And that really caught me off guard when he said, we got to get that refrigerated boxcar. And Professor Hinkle hopped on the bottom and he hanging. But them other kids said, my mama gonna kill me if I don't get home. I ain't got no time.
I'm not gonna get any presents fooling around with y'all. Santa ain't coming to nobody's house.
I am out of here, man. And they rolling up and they in the refrigerated box car. And let me tell you something.
I wonder if they stood around and it was like, and kind of looked at this boy like, hey, they really going to the North Pole?
For real. Like, yo,
hey, they really got $3,000 ticket. Hey, you can stay out. You can stay out here if you want. Hey, Santa coming. Santa coming in a couple of days, man. Hey, you need to rethink your choices.
I can't be risking this, dog. I don't know. I don't know that snowman like that, dog. And Karen I ain't even really friends with Karen. I ain't really friends with Karen like that.
I'm supposed to have a football coming under the tree.
Bro, I gotta
next
go.
week, bro.
he just got ghosts, bro. He's just like,
bruh, I'm supposed to be helping bake cookies tonight, bruh.
No, I can't. It's Christmas Eve. No, fool. I can't do that, dog. So it's just them three in there, and Frosty is smiling his ass off. His testicles are cooler than the polar bear's toenail.
Oh yeah, this is great right here.
But Karen and Hocus Pocus is up in there like this. God damn. What the hell are we doing? This is stupid. This is stupid. But Frosty was like,
why did I come with him?
Why did I run with this stupid thing? Let me state, Frosty realized that they had to do something. So he gets off the train.
He was cool about it. He tried
and I say this, we got to get Karen warmed up. And this is one thing I liked about this. If I liked anything about this special, I know it's so tiny and so it may be considered stupid, but they said, Frosty comes upon a tiny glen. Now, you know what? Huh? If you had a glen, it's like an opening in the forest or something like that. Okay. And you know what? Kids programming back then, they wrote stuff and they said, you know what? You're not gonna be stupid. we gonna use this word, and you're gonna either know it or either you're gonna use your library skills and you're gonna look up Glenn. I appreciate that for an animation piece that's talking to 5 to 7-year-olds. They do not try to simplify it, this, that, and the other. They said Frosty came up on a tiny Glen. I was like, you know what? I appreciate the vocabulary because I remember as a child. Dude, when I wasn't supposed to be watching Saturday Night Live and they said words on Weekend Update that I didn't understand, you know what? Them saying Gabriel dictionary skills came in. Oh, that's what he was saying. So hey, I appreciate it. But back to the Glen. They go to the Glen and they find all these like squirrels and raccoons and other woodland creatures.
It's amazing how in every special they seem to find all of these squirrels and raccoons.
And
they found all of the
why do they have access to
rabbits.
Home Depot level Christmas ornaments? Help me out. Like, dude.
Not the Home Depot.
Yo, I got Home Depot level Christmas decorations.
Home Depot
in the middle of the. Yo, could you help us out? Wait, Hocus Pocus go there.
Hocus Pocus was out there getting his man on.
He was getting his mime on. But they helped out. They got a fire for your girl. They got a fire together, and she warmed up or whatever.
And he stayed away. Frosty was like, "Oh, you gotta stay away. Y'all stay warm. I'm gonna stay over here where it's nice and cool."
And
I don't know why I'm laughing at this because this traumatized me.
What?
The fact
the
Frosty, bro.
In the greenhouse?
Yes, bro. Bro, they killed a character, bro. Let's just break it down, bro.
They killed him.
Look, man. I realized like at some point in life when you see all of these different Disney movies that I didn't see a lot of Disney movies when I was young. Either that or I was too young to remember them. Like, I don't remember Snow White. Snow White was the first that I know of character to not only die in a cartoon, but also be carried away like in a funeral procession. Like, bruh, they could have put Rebirth brass band around her and had a jazz funeral, bro. Bro, they could have easily done a second line, bro. Like she was literally. I remember that's the only thing I remember from Snow White is that she was laid down like this. Like, my God, she's dead. But that.
But you gotta remember,
not
you saw
tragedy.
Snow White.
I didn't
because
see Snow White.
was the Disney Channel? No, not.
I
the
just
Disney
remember
Channel.
Snow White. I didn't see Snow White.
But you know
I don't
what?
remember Snow White.
The Disney animation had died out pretty when you were coming up, and you had maybe the Rescuers and some other things, and they weren't big hits. They didn't have no big hits again to the Lion King, but you saw Snow White and Peter Pan because they had come out on VHS, that type of thing.
I don't recall seeing any of the movies. Like, I don't recall seeing Dumbo. I don't recall seeing Snow White. I could have seen all of them, but if I did, I was probably like 3, where I don't remember any of them. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah.
But now that we are talking
you got
about
Bambi. Bambi kind of screwed some kids up too.
I forgot about Bambi.
Bambi screwed some kids up too.
Oh, Bambi's mama. Oh,
but this was pretty bad because the kids knew Frosty can't get hot. And Frosty, it wasn't even like an in-between. You didn't even see Frosty like kind of transition. It was just like Karen sitting over the water with a hat.
You also need to understand, as a Generation X kid who was born in 74, people who were born probably in that 72 to like 76, 78 range, they know back in, I believe it was 85 or 86, they remember every day coming home and seeing More Than Meets the Eye and being so excited to see Transformers the movie. I went to Eastlake 8 to see Transformers the movie with my boy. And I came out of there like I had just watched Florida Evans saying damn, damn, damn on Good Times. They killed Optimus Prime. They killed him. I mean, they killed him. I could not believe it. How do you kill Optimus Prime? The first time you have a movie for Transformers, you know how excited we were to see, like, bro, they got Transformers a movie coming out. Gotta go see Transformers movie. Went to see Transformers the movie. Got in there. Megatron and Optimus Prime fighting it out in the beginning of the movie. We like, bro, this is awesome. This is rolling, bro. I can't believe this. And then Megatron hits him with the fatal blow. And he dies. Not only did he die, bro, the whole robot turned gray. And that's when you know, damn, he really is dead. It was like walking out of Empire Strikes Back and saying, "Damn, the movie over." So
I did say that.
So Darth Vader, so Darth Vader just won. Like, really?
I
remember walking out of Lakeside movie theater with that too. Like, I looked at Dad like, that's the credits. It's over.
You have to remember at this point in time, trilogies weren't a thing.
You were either in your first year of college or you were
what are you talking about?
Finishing off your senior year. I'm talking about Transformers.
Oh, Transformers. I was about to say not.
You were either in your first year of college or you had just finished your senior year.
I was just saying.
Oh man,
I'm so sorry to learn that you.
I guarantee you. That's
why Frosty prepared you for this. The death of Frosty prepared you for this.
That was some BS, bro. They melted that dude, bro. And then they got some old Jesus Snow, and Santa made some old Jesus Snow and brought him back to life, bro. Like, what was that about? What was that about, bro? How you gonna resurrect? How you gonna resurrect the snow, bro? Then they went sacrilegious. They just went straight up sacrilegious.
Man. They called it Christmas snow. Oh, you went. It's Christmas
snow.
Jeez, you need to stop, bro. You need to stop. That is so. Man, man. The point is, Frosty came back to life.
Yeah, Frosty came back to life. He might as well have rolled back a stone and come
Man,
out of his tomb.
just stop. Just stop. All right, you know what? We're going to move on to number 2 in the Trinity. That Jesus no got me. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, based off Dr. Seuss's book. Man, what kind of drugs did Dr. Theodore Geisler do to come up with the Grinch? I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know, you know what? With this specifically, I didn't even think about at the time, and I'm like, yeah, of course, Chuck Jones. It didn't even dawn on me that Chuck Jones did the voices, but then I started thinking about how the characters looked.
He
I was
did
like,
the
yeah,
voice? What are you talking about?
those are
Of
Chuck
course.
Jones characters.
Oh, they were?
Well, the drawings, I think he did the voices
Oh, the
too.
drawings. He may have directed it, but Boris Karloff did the voice.
Oh,
He was
but
doing
the drawings were very like Bugs Bunny, Looney Tune-ish.
Chuck Jones. I think he may have directed it. You know what? I'm tripping. I wasn't. I was so caught up in just watching the Grinch. I really wasn't even watching the credits like I watch on sitcom. I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
But
you had a theme on Frosty, which was entitlement. This was just about hate, bro. It was just hate, bro. Just a bunch of hate, bro.
You know what? But I think
it was about hating and stealing, bro. Like, it was about everything that is wrong with the world. Literally.
I think it's about hurt because I feel that before we know where a person is coming from before we judge. Now,
Nope.
The Grinch was a mean SOB. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
There's no doubt.
You know what, bro? He decided not only to steal, he got the idea and said, I'm going to steal Christmas. Not only did he steal Christmas, he went into people's houses, jacked everything. From the gifts to the trees to the pictures on the wall.
Did you notice?
And then the little girl
Cindy
comes
Lou-
out and
Cindy Lou Who?
she's like, hey, what's up, Mr. Grinch? He's gonna take our stuff, and then he just lied. It's like, oh, don't worry about that. Hey, just don't worry. I got him. We're gonna take care of all of it. And then he rolled out and he smiled like, I pulled one over on that little girl.
That man, did you notice that the man said, I've dealt with this for 53 years? Nobody in Whoville ever thought to go speak to the Grinch, bro. The man been living
I
there.
wasn't gonna speak to his ass either.
We don't. The Grinch was a child, you know that. At one point, the Grinch was a child.
A mean ass child.
Now,
You know he could be.
I know we're talking about the original Grinch, but in the most recent animated feature,
I didn't see the most recent.
we got some backstory on
See
the Grinch.
No.
No.
I'm tired of these old prequels, bro. I'm done with prequels, bro.
It's not a prequel.
No more prequels.
It's not a prequel. It's not a prequel. It just had a flashback. Little tiny Grinch was a sad little kid.
Prequel.
And
It's a prequel, bro. No, bro. It's a prequel, bro. That's why it took me so long to look at Andor. Because the only reason I watched Andor with the Star Wars was because I was like, damn, a Star Wars film got Emmys? I need to go look at this. That is the only reason I watched that. Otherwise, I would have never watched it because I am tired of finding out what happened before this, what happened before that. How far are we going to go back? How far are we going to go back?
If we're talking about the Star Wars, we can go back to the Republic, which is 10,000, the early Republic. I think there's a lot of wait. Anger turns to suffering.
No, bro. It's kind of, and you know what? In Quiet as Kept, even though I watched that whole thing about the dragon or whatever going on, the pre-Game of Thrones, I can't even remember the name of the show right now. The Dragons, House of the Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Quietly, I don't really know if I'm going to watch the next season because I'm just exhausted, bro.
I gave up after Game of Thrones when they had that last episode and that girl just went crazy. I was like, you build this great character and she just goes crazy.
That was great. That was actually great. Everybody hated it. She was like, you know what? I'm
That made
burning
no.
all this shit down.
That made no sense. Like, you know what? I'm just mad.
Hey,
I'm gonna burn.
you know what? Nobody liked it. I get it. I think I was the only one who appreciated it. I appreciated looking at an entire episode where I could not see anything. Like I literally had to turn up the brightness on my TV to be able to see everything happening in the show. And then to go and see that girl say, you know what? Is this how we gonna do it? I'm gonna show you what I can do. I'm gonna take my dragons and we just gonna lay it all out.
I can't say enough about my man living what looks like 3 miles above the city, dog. He's like Denver. He's like 5,280 feet above the Grinch, bro. I think a lot. The man just lived up there with his dog Max, who really tried his best. I just think he had a hard way to go, dog. I think the Grinch did something. Caden, dog, that type of anger has to come from somewhere. There's got to be an origin story, dog. Dog, anybody who would slither across the room and, dog, he went up to a mouse and said, nope. A mouse had a piece of cheese. He was like, I'm taking that too.
I'm sorry, man. I hated the Grinch.
Dog, the vermin. I want you to think about this. He went to the vermin and took food from vermin. That's how upset he was. There's got to be something.
I hated the Grinch.
And he hates
the only
everything.
reason I watched The Grinch That Stole Christmas because it was Christmas time. There was a cartoon coming on at 7:00 at night. And it reminded me that Christmas was not too far away. That is all. You can't
tell me you did not enjoy hearing.
No, I did not.
The man, what's his name?
No, I did not.
The man who sang the song Thurl.
No,
his name is crazy. It's Thurl Ravenscroft, and he was the voice of Tony the Tiger.
I did not.
You did not enjoy.
I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that he was Tony the Tiger. I did not like the Grinch.
You're a mean
one. I didn't like the Grinch. Nor did I like those little characters from Whoville. I didn't like any of it. It was awful.
Come on, man. Your heart is cold as steel. No?
It was awful.
Stink, stank, stunk.
Perfect word. It stank. It stunk.
Oh, my favorite. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
Very true. Man. I would not touch that show with a 39.5-foot pole.
I cannot believe how you hate the Grinch, dog. I cannot. That is an enjoyable thing, bro.
Everybody, when the movie came out, I was like, oh, Jim Carrey. Oh, the movie. We get to see the Grinch. I'm like, you mean they're making a movie out of this?
I didn't feel that way about that. But when they did an animated version, I was interested. But let me state, I wasn't a fan of Pharrell doing the voice because I don't want Pharrell as my narrator. I thought they would get somebody like Keith David to do the voice, like who did Mr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog. Keith David did the Spawn anime. Yeah. Like, that would have been great. To have
Money to Burn from Dead Presidents.
Yes. Money to Burn. Great.
He also played the Gargoyles.
But I gotta hear Pharrell. Oh, that's a fun. No, I don't want to hear. That's not helping the Grinch. It didn't help at all. And let me say
about the Grinch. Yeah,
I really want you to try it. I know you may not, but Kenan Thompson is extremely funny in that movie, dog.
What did he play?
Bruh, he's this neighbor who just loves the Grinch. Hey, Grinchy.
I'll tell you what. I will YouTube his parts because I do like Kenan Thompson.
Bruh, he is not so anything else. Funny in that movie. Hey,
I'm all about Kenan Thompson. I like Kenan Thompson. Kenan Thompson's a funny dude. I always use anytime I send text messages, he's always the first person I type in with. When I'm confused with something. But outside of that, nah, I'm good.
He's extremely funny in that movie, dog. Man, you are just, man.
Grinch suck.
I don't even know if I want to talk anymore about the Grinch, dude.
I couldn't stand the Grinch, bro. I couldn't stand that movie, bro.
What is wrong with you?
I mean, movie, right? The TV show.
It's just a half hour, though.
Bruh, I swear I would just look at the show, and I swear it was strictly because there was actually a cartoon on at 7 o'clock Central Time, bro. I have to say Central Time because a lot of people was like, East Coast time is 8 o'clock. For us in New Orleans, Central Time, every starts at 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock Central Time, and usually with those shows, they were usually back to back. So you usually got Frosty the Snowman and then the Grinch. Because as we will find out, that I never knew, I didn't realize that damn Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was over an hour.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that? What you call it right before? Special presentation come up, and then you see the Grinch. You just be depressed.
Yeah,
be depressed.
I mean, I see it pop up. I'm like, but I'll tell you what I was excited about. I was like, we getting close to Christmas. It's a cartoon on. We didn't you know what it was. Seeing cartoons at 7 o'clock at night on a weeknight was just not something that happened.
No.
And plus, it usually came after Frosty the Snowman, which made it cool. I was like, all right, I already saw Frosty, so I'll check this out.
You are a bummer, man. Man, you are. Man, you are literally a Grinch about the Grinch. Man, you
suck,
are.
Man,
you
Grinch
are.
Suck.
Man, you are a
It's
bummer,
sad,
man. Look at
I don't see how people like that.
You can't even get into the
shit,
Christmas. You can't even get into the Christmas mood. Just like, man, you're just. Who put coal in your stocking? God damn.
I put coal in the Grinch stocking.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, you need to go watch that Grinch. You would totally enjoy it. Cause you know what? Doctor Strange.
I'm gonna tell you.
I can't remember. Doctor Strange plays the Grinch. He's quite funny.
Oh gosh, really?
He's great. He's great. He's great. The dog Max, who has no voice, but he is great.
Yeah.
Man, just wet lumps of coal were put into you. Somebody put wet lumps of coal into your stocking, man. Man, I guess we know how Ryan feels about the Grinch.
Suck.
Moving on.
Hey, you give a shout out to our sponsor since we were moving on to the last one.
Man, Faded Black Funeral Homes, man.
Yeah. That's what we need to put. That's why we need to put the Grinch and Fade the Black Funeral Homes.
Man, that was the part of life. Put life into your loved ones' death. Man, this Fade the Black Funeral Homes with tattoo
life
artists.
into the Grinch's death. Left.
Come on, man.
Hate that shit, man.
Fade the Black Funeral Homes. Let me tell you something. We gonna talk about my man Rudy or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph brings a lot of emotion. Because you got a lot of people in there who are just selfish.
The Grinch does too. I'm just.
Grinch is a mean ass person who just I hate my life, so I'm gonna mess up everybody else's life. And then he found out, wow, man, they're not even, after I did all that stuff to them, they're not even mad.
We're gonna stay off.
Look at this.
We're gonna stay off the Grinch, man. We're gonna stay off the Grinch. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, also brought to you by Rankin and Bass. They kind of became, outside of Charles Schultz with his holiday trilogy, Rankin and Bass kind of became those go-to guys. Like we said, it's voiced by another talking snowman. That's what made it fun. A talking snowman. Because I noticed a joke in there where Burl Ives says, "What? You've never seen a talking snowman?" And I was like, "Oh, you're making a joke off the fact that y'all did Frosty the Snowman." But he's Sam is the narrative voice. He's voiced by Burl Ives. And he talks about Christmas Town, aka the North Pole, where the Claus is basically the main resident.
1 hour and 15 minutes.
What?
That show.
That show is not that long.
Bro,
That
I
show is
just
like
watched
44.
it 2 hours ago, bro.
It wasn't an hour. It's
bruh,
about 44
I
minutes.
recorded it, bro, so that I could watch it.
Yeah, commercials?
When I pulled it up, I mean, they had commercials, of course. I mean,
But that's what I'm saying.
but the point is, I had no clue. Like, I literally do not remember watching that much time. Like, basically, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was his own night.
Yeah, he had his own hour.
Like, that's longer than the GOAT, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown only had 30 minutes. And I must add that Charles Schultz got every single drop out of that half hour.
This non-humility moment is brought to you by St. Aug going to state championship next week.
This
evening. I'm sorry. Awkward. Continue. I'm sorry.
Nah, man. That's all I had to say, man. That's all, man. Like
This is a thing about beating your own path. That's what this whole thing is. I'm different. All right? Can you accept me? Can you accept me for who I am?
It's also about people who. It also shows you how mean people can be, even your parents.
Yeah. Because Donner, who was one of the main,
Rudolph dad
Donner was
wasn't
one of
worth
the
the
main.
damn, bruh. Rudolph dad wasn't worth the damn, bruh.
He was kind of LeVar Ballish, except more of an asshole.
Rudolph's pa, bruh, his daddy. Bad seed.
I think he, like I said, he had.
That dude made his son wear a black nose, bruh. It's like, keep that on your nose. Oh, Dad, why I gotta do this?
I mean, he was he was. Wait,
I thought you about to say Rudolph's dad was a cokehead.
No, he was a coach's dad.
I didn't say all that.
Rudolph's dad, Donner was one of the main 8. He was one of the original 8 reindeer. So it's basically like having.
Ain't nobody tell you to have children. Treat your child right, man.
Yeah, you have to let your children lead their lives. Now, mind you, he would come back to actually lead the pack that Donner was a part of. But I'm just saying, you gotta let children lead their own path. And as a father, he was kind of like, what's his name? Remember Todd Marinovich? Todd?
Did you really? Oh, he just called his dad. He just said Rudolph is Todd Marinovich, and his daddy was Rudolph's dad was Todd Marinovich for. That is great. That is wonderful.
That is not wonderful. Don't say it like that.
If y'all ever see the 30 for 30 on Todd Marinovich, man, he just made the best comparison I've ever heard in my life. This dude said Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is Todd Marinovich, and his daddy was Donner, bro.
I mean, he was, no, it's like
Game over. You win.
Santa Claus, he ain't no good. He just happens to slide by the cave because
Santa ain't worth a damn either.
Because he just wants to see who is new. He wants to see who is new. I ain't gonna say his N-word. He wants to see who's the new N-word I got that I'm gonna put.
I will say this though about Santa. Santa back in the day, they had Santa calling his wife Mama. Hey, Mama.
He did say that. He did.
Bruh. Boom, chicka, pow, pow.
Mama. He did.
Hey, Mama. I'm like, whoa, Santa.
Oh,
Santa. You get a little frisky. You get a little too hyped to know that somebody told you was on at 7 o'clock, and you was like, man, I'm on 7 o'clock.
Honestly, that whole period, they treated kids a little bit like adults, because that whole thing a couple years later, when basically you got We got these reindeer games there where you can kind of go meet the new does. I mean, that's a couple of letters away from 304s right there. It's like you can go meet the new does on the street, the new female deers and stuff like that. What's that? What's happening? That's what it kind of was. It kind of was a hookup thing. Like, yeah, we going to reindeer games, but what's his name? His new friend Fireball. They go to the reindeer games, and Fireball said, "Yo, that little light skin dog over there looking at you."
Say, hey, Frosty, you got Clarice over there. Clarice was good to that man too.
She was.
When everybody went off on Rudolph and was hating on him and got the crazy eyes on him and all that stuff, Clarice stood by that man's side.
Man, cause let me tell you, Fireball, he one of them friends that
was
get
up with
the
that
win.
elf though?
No, I'm talking about, I gotta say Fireball. His boy who made his friend, that's the dude who gets in the win. As soon as problems come up, hey, Fireball ain't nowhere to be seen. I know this.
You know, Fireball is? He's Eddie Haskell.
He is. He is Eddie Haskell. He would turn on him in a minute. I have no doubt in my mind, Fireball, because the moment he saw that
If
thing,
you don't know who
what's
Eddie
wrong with
Haskell
you?
is, look up Eddie Haskell.
There
He
you go.
is Eddie Haskell.
He is. Man, Fireball was getting the win. Fireball turned on him the moment he saw that red nose. What's wrong with you?
Bro, why is the crazy ass, bro?
Dog went crazy on him, man.
He's
And
like,
you know-
whoa, what's wrong? But it's dad.
But I thought it was weird because everybody was so happy. Like, this dude said, "I'm so cute." This dude jumped like 40 feet in there. Everybody's like, "Look at your boy, look at your boy."
He got freaked out. He got freaked out though when she told him she was cute. He was like, oh.
She thinks I'm cute. It's like, bruh. But the coach, one of the main reindeers, man, he like, I thought you Donna's kids too. Wait, no, it was Santa Claus that come up and
Not
said,
Donna's kids.
It was Donna's. It's Donna's son. It's Donna's
I
son.
thought you sound like oh, you Rita Lawson's boy Rollo? Yes, ma'am.
Are you Donna's son, Rudolph? Yes, ma'am. But
When Esther went to that jail, hey, you turn around. Won't you Rita Lawson's boy Rollo? Yes, ma'am. Shame. Why should I tell your mama?
But everybody knew everybody up at the North Pole, you know. So it's like Donna, everybody freaking out, and even then,
Freaked out
What's
on
his
that
name
man
showed
nose,
up?
man.
no, you know what pissed me off? Clarice's dad, who showed up.
His paw was out there.
You know who he reminded me of? When Lamont got married, and the dad who didn't. That's who he reminded me of.
You know, he kind of reminded me of too. He kind of because in the end, that dude was just doing his job. The cop from Snowfall, the next door neighbor,
Andre.
Yeah, he kind of was Andre. He kind of was like Andre.
Nah, Andre was cool, man. This dude.
That's why I said he wasn't really Andre, because Andre was just doing his job. That
This
man was
dude
just
raw.
hating.
He was.
Yeah.
Stay away from my daughter. Now I bet you when Santa Claus put him on top of that, in front of that crew, he was like, "You want to date? You want to date Rudolph?
I don't
You
want
kiss
to date
my ass."
Nah, I don't want to date your funky
I
ass
don't want-
daughter.
Well, don't hold it against Clarice. I just don't want. I don't want. I done told Clarice, your pa can't come around. Your pa can't come around.
Oh yeah, it's Clarice. My bad, it's Clarice. Clarice
Was good too.
For some reason, I had a whole different. For some reason, all of a sudden, I had Rudy as a player.
But then your boy, everybody ousts him. Then he meets up with Hermie, you know, the elf that just wants to be a
Why
dentist.
be a dentist, bro?
Because
Just wants
dentists
to be a
make money.
dentist, bro.
When the big scheme of things, all them little rotten mouth elves do is eat candy all day. There's business up there.
Don't forget that rotten mouth abominable snowman.
Dude, there's business up there. Man, the Abominable Snowman reminds me of my 7th grade homeroom teacher, Mr. Alexander. I swear to God. His hair, if it were brown, he had a beard just like that. I didn't say that part, But if you just had a still shot, you'd be like,
he was just hiding behind a tree.
dog. I mean, they talked about he had a presence through from the first few minutes. Even your boy Sam, the narrator, said, "Hey, you need to watch out for the abominable snowman," and he was.
But hey, who was underrated was Paul Bunyan dude. The Paul Bunyan dude.
Oh, wait! Don't say that. Paul Bunyan. That is Yukon Cornelius. Get it right.
I call him Paul Bunyan dude.
Bruh, I can't. Don't you insult that man by giving him a made up name? That is Yukon Cornelius.
What do you mean a made up name? So you're telling me that there's really a Yukon Cornelius somewhere?
That man is Yukon Cornelius, and you just called him Paul Bunyan, dude. I think you
you just said a made up name. What you think Yukon Cornelius is?
Yukon Cornelius is of lore, a thing of lore, of Christmas lore, my friend. Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, Paul Bunyan dude was getting it on. And you know what else? They sang a gospel song.
Cornelius,
I believe,
goddammit.
I believe they sang a gospel song in the special.
They did not. Stop.
They did.
They did not.
See, we Catholic. And yes,
They
people.
got nothing to do with
We're
that.
from the world. No, I'm saying no. Why I'm saying is because a song that we didn't hear. I didn't hear in church a lot when we was Silver and Gold.
That is not a.
That's not a gospel song.
No.
Really?
What? You thought that?
Why did I think that was a gospel
Burl
song?
Ives sing Silver and Gold. Silver and Gold. What the hell?
Bruh, I could have sworn I heard that in church somewhere, bro. Didn't hear that in church.
When did you hear?
Silver and Gold.
Did the St. Francis de Sales choir sing Silver and Gold? No, hell no. What's wrong with you?
Man. I'm about to silver.
Goddamn.
And
What them little squirrels
gold.
singing? What them little squirrels singing?
Silver and Gold, sung by Kirk Franklin.
Dude, he's done his own silver and gold. Bruh, no. It is. If it was written by Kirk Franklin, guess what? It was written by Kirk Franklin. That was in 1960.
Silver and gold. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold.
Written by Kirk Franklin. Yeah.
Yes.
But don't say it.
The point is that it is a gospel song.
It is not. It is not.
Kirk
Stop.
Franklin made it a gospel song. I think we can agree to that.
Oh my God.
We can't agree to that?
Oh, I guess.
Does Kirk Franklin make gospel songs?
Dude, we're not doing causation correlate. You ain't doing that.
I'm just asking a question. Does Kirk Franklin make gospel songs?
Yukon got them to an island.
If you can sit up here and say that Paul Bunyan is not a real name, yet Yukon, whatever his name is a real name.
Yukon Cornelius.
Then I can say Silver and Gold by Kirk Franklin is a gospel song.
Yukon Cornelius. God damn it.
Okay.
It was not.
Silver and Gold.
But it wasn't when Burl Ives was singing it, it was not. Can we agree on that?
Oh yeah, Janky Burrow, man.
Thank you.
He wasn't thinking about God when he did Silver and Gold. All he was thinking about was keeping all the silver and gold.
Well, the thing is, moving away from silver and gold, Yukon Cornelius has teamed up with Rudolph and they find themselves to be Rudolph and Hermie, and they're misfits. We do this, then they...
Why it's always the misfit animals, bro? The squirrels and the rabbits and the raccoons.
Well, they weren't really misfits. It's just a misfit toys. They had to break out because they ran into Mr. Alexander. I'm about to call Mr. Alexander.
Your teacher.
He ran into the abominable snowman. Okay, and they had to get on.
That must have been traumatizing every time you went to his class. Like Christmas, I was like, oh God, there he is.
Every Christmas time I just stare at it and say, boy, it looks just like Mr. Alexander.
Have a great Christmas.
But they land there, man, and you got cowboys on ostriches, you got trains with square. It's just weird. It's a weird misfit toys, and I think we all, if we are a fan of the show, we remember it. And I totally forgot that lion that had them grown ass wings and wore a crown.
I barely remember that character too. Like I was,
bro, his name I
kind of remember him.
His name was King Moon Chaser, and instead of Jack in the Box, they called him Charlie in the Box. So Charlie in the Box said,
Charlie in the Box was janky, bro.
They're all janky. King Moon Chaser flies the entire earth every night looking for some place to put these misfit toys. I'm going to be quite honest. I think King Moon Chaser got some lionesses around the earth, because I don't believe that he flies the entire world every night that pressed to find homes for these misfit toys. Because at this point, don't you think he should have found a lot of places for some of these toys? Come on, bro.
Silver and gold.
Stop.
Silver and gold.
Just stop, man. Just. That is so disappointing. That is not even. Rudy and Hermie want to stay, but Moon Chaser says, "Hell nah, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get out. Y'all gotta get out of here tomorrow." I mean, in so many words, what he said, y'all, nah, you can't stay. You can stay tonight, but you can't stay there. But in the middle of the night, Rudy says, "Look, man, this red nose of mine gonna get us killed, cause messing around with your boy, messing around with a bomb." So he breaks out on his own.
I like Rudolph, but this is the only Rudy I recognize.
Oh God.
This is the Rudy. This is the Rudy that I recognize.
We come back and time passes, and Rudolph is grown, man. He's in his way now, to the point where he's kind of at that level where, you know how your mama's single friends see you differently when you become like 16 and 17. They ain't seen you in a few years, and they're looking at you like a pork chop.
Like, such a fine young man.
Look at you.
That's what they always say. Such a fine young man.
Look at you with your voice all deep.
Yeah,
Look at you with your voice.
That was a good one. That's the one they always use.
Look at your voice.
Listen to that voice. Listen to that voice. It's like Kwame. It's like that Kwame song all over again. It's the man we all know and love.
But I gotta say this, Moon Chaser still scared me. He was like something out of West Hell of the Marvel universe. I ain't never seen nothing like. I'm surprised somebody hasn't copied. I
vaguely, when I saw the character, I was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Where did this come from?"
Oh, he's a wing.
Then I started to think, "Oh, I do remember the character," but it's like very vague. Like I don't know what it did. And
he's a winged lion with a Biggie Smalls crown on his head. Like, dude, I could truly imagine him doing this in Marvel, like in Marvel comics.
It might already be there. There might be a lion somewhere in Marvel Universe with some wings.
But little Rudy, Rudolph got a little hair on his testes. He rolled back home.
Dude said, "Little Rudy."
He got antlers now. He go back, said, "Mom, Dad." Ain't nobody on.
He shouldn't have gone.
Who pops up? Santa Claus. They've been gone, Rudolph, for years, looking for your ass.
Well, if y'all didn't just leave me with some strange man.
If y'all didn't if y'all just hadn't ousted me and
put a black nose on my face, maybe, just maybe, I would have talked to you again.
But Rudolph said, being the good man, being the good dear he is, the good buck he is, he said, "I'm going to get him back here. We're going to get Christmas going on."
Well, I can't really say that's your parents, no matter what.
But what killed me is when we find him and he knocked the hell out.
Who?
Rudolph was fighting with
Rudolph, bruh. Rudolph got dig-em smacked by the abominable snowman, bruh. They can't find him. He was like, he had a little strawberry over his eye. He was like, oh.
Man, Rudolph was like this, bro.
He woke up like, damn, like, man, that sucker punch. That dude knocked the hell out of me, man.
Man, they straight up wanted you to know this is what happened. Like, I don't care if you're a kid. I don't care if you're a kid at all. We gonna let you know this is what life is about.
When you mess with them adults, that's how they treat you.
But Yukon comes and now this is the thing that got me too. Yukon helps out and steal and gets the gets the abominable snowman to come outside, and he falls into a canyon.
He fell with him too.
Yeah,
he was like,
but what got me was
he had a suicide mission, bro.
But what got me was this
suicide mission on a cartoon, bro.
What got me was the narrator Sam. Yukon was gone, but the dear fella was best to get the women home. We ain't going to look for the body. We don't care.
Bruh, bruh, Paul Bunyan dude went on a suicide mission.
And they didn't even care. They said, we got to get these women folk home. We're not even going to look for that.
Who was that? That show a movie where he said, he went over there, remember me!
But they didn't even try, dog. I could not believe that.
He did a suicide mission, bro, on a Christmas cartoon, bro. You have got to be kidding.
Dog, he went over the cliff. But again, I can't stress enough how the narrator said, basically, well, he's dead.
Bruh,
we need to
move. You know what he did? Do you realize what he did? He pulled a Black Widow. Bruh, he pulled the kids out of the way who were Hawkeye, and he said, don't leave me. Black Widow's right there. It's like, and Paul Bunyan dude left him with the Soul Stone.
Well, after that, like I say that, let me stay. After that, dismiss.
I didn't even I'm literally thinking of this in real time. That this dude did a suicide mission on a Christmas special.
Remember me.
Exactly what it was. I think that was The Simpsons. I think that was The Simpsons. Because I remember that the little nerdy dude was like, remember me? Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
But they rolled back, and when they rolled back, everybody's all apologetic. You know what, man? I was real sorry about the way I treated you. I wanted to see Rudolph say, man, get out my ass.
Rudolph should have said, should have pulled a Della Reese on all them nights. Kiss my
ass. He should have told everybody that. He should have told everybody, kiss my ass. You know, Rudolph, I was pretty hard on you. No shit, Santa. Really?
Santa ain't worth nothing, man.
Santa
walked up to the trainer. Santa walked up to the trainer. Who was it? Donner? Who was the trainer?
Comet was the trainer. Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, he was really chastising that dude for getting Rudy. And he could fly. He could jump so high. Really, bro? You do it to a kid? Come on, man.
He even told me, he said, and I had such high hopes for you. I just jumped 40 feet.
And you up here judging whether somebody been naughty or nice.
Fat ass. That's what he should have called him. Check yourself, fat ass. He should have. Rudolph should have told him that, man. How about that? How about that? Rudolph, with your nose so bright. I'm not leading shit tonight. Bye.
Oh, man.
He could have been so bad to all of them for what they did him, dog.
He should have been, bro. He should have been, man. I'm tired of people, even with jobs, bro. I'm tired of trying to not holding people accountable for their actions, bro. You gotta start holding people accountable for their actions, man.
You just got to, man. We just gonna. It's always just forget. You know, we in the Christmas season, so we just gonna forgive him for all the trauma. It's like, you know what? I'm not forgiving you for the trauma you caused me. Goddamn it!
You know,
then
just listening to Yukon. You know, Yukon could have been recast as if they didn't use Jesse the Body Ventura in Predator. He could have easily been that character. I ain't got time to bleed.
If they did a live action Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I could see him. Yeah, Jesse the Body could play Yukon. I could see that.
And he should say that before
Remember
he pushes
me?
before he pushes the abominable snowman. He should say, "You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed." And then he pushes him over. Remember me? And he can still have his hat on, bro. He can still have that hat on, bro. Either that or if it was a black version, we could have Bill Duke. Yeah, Bill Duke.
But Yukon, we must state, Yukon did come back. He wasn't dead. He came back. And then he brought which, but let me state also that Hermes' boss told him he could do dentistry now in the with the elves now. And then he rolled up on it and said, "Let me see your mouth." God. Hermes looked at us like, "God damn, I'm gonna see you on Monday, man. Your rotten ass teeth." But he brings in, he said, you guys said, "I got a surprise." And he brings in that goddamn abominable snowman. Everybody, I think everybody shit on themselves when they saw that thing. Everybody was like this. Oh. No. I trained him to do something. Dumbass put a star on top of the Christmas tree. That's all you did? How long is it taking you to train him to do this? What?
Oh man.
Raggedy teeth and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's we just wanted to look at the what we call the Trinity of Christmas specials. As they say on the internet, looking at it through adult eyes, it's just totally different now.
Yeah, I feel like we're about to end this show kind of like one of those good time episodes with the epilogues where it just kind of ends.
You're still here? Go home. It's
like
over.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, we just enjoyed this. We just felt we wanted to talk about it with the Christmas season. We wanted to talk about these three things. They itched at us, and we've learned a lot today. We've learned a lot. We've learned,
and to be quite honest, next week with Charlie Brown, it's actually re-airing. We're actually re-airing that one because we already did it.
Well, yeah,
but it was a part of I can't remember if that was part of another show or if it was all on its own. Can't remember.
So, in recap, what have we learned? We have learned that Yukon Cornelius could be played by Jesse the Body Ventura.
We learned that the Grinch ain't sugar.
Grinch.
I hate the Grinch.
You hate the Grinch. You despise the Grinch. We've learned that I truly think that Frosty the Snowman is based off of some entitled ass kids thinking everything is theirs.
We've also learned that animators did not care about kids' feelings when they were killing cartoon characters in Christmas specials.
They were
later on killing off your favorite characters from cartoons, namely Optimus Prime, and actually
we learned that Ryan had trauma
and actually, if you want to go just a bit further, as a runner-up, we got to pull in Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
We didn't have to.
Who was radioactive, who was stuck in his radioactive, and was like it was all looking at Snake Eyes was almost like looking at Spock die in the Wrath of Khan.
This is one of those moments where you say, I want you to talk to someone. I want you to talk to someone. At this moment, let us hope. I believe Purple Knights have been victorious. This has been a great show. We didn't know how this was going to come out, but I think it came out. We did not. So if we don't see you, ho, ho, ho.
And to my boy who hollered at, who asked me, yes, we will be doing the Force MD's album at some point in time.
Holding me close to you. I am Rod. He is Ryan. Until next week, Merry Christmas. Peace.